It's showtime. Well, almost. Before the lights dim and the sound comes up, a stage has to be built to help propel the narrative of the story forward and help the audience ease into the plot and leave their regular lives behind for an hour or two. Stage sets can be simple or complicated, but they are part of the production that can easily be overlooked as the actors enter their roles and the show begins. At Burr and Burton Academy, rehearsals are underway for their next dramatic production. A funny thing happened on the way to the Forum. It's a comedy farce set in ancient Rome. Performances will start on Tuesday, March 14th, and run through Saturday, March 18th. The curtain rises at 6:30 p.m. each night. Before the curtain rises, however, a lot of work has to go into the set, much of it built by members of the cast themselves. We had a chance to talk with some of them while they were helping build the set. So, you must be really into this if you're here also working on the set.
Yeah. Because I honestly prefer doing this over rehearsals. I don't know, I just love working and being a cog in the machine, and I love performing, and that's my passion, but I love to do this.
There's a lot of aspects to the show, though. You can't get the show up unless you do all of the set and props and stuff, too. Acting isn't the only thing that goes into it.
Yeah, we can't expect just our set crew to do all this. We want to be able to help them, because they help us.
So is this the first time you've done set work on a show, or this is?
We've done a few shows before this.
Wow.
We've all been in theater for pretty long. Have you been doing it since freshman year?
No, sophomore year.
Freshman year.
And you've been doing it since freshman year. So we've been doing this for a while.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
So we were building the set for Spelling Bee, too, which was the musical last year.
Yeah, which was really fun.
Paul Molinari, a BBA faculty member who enjoys helping out at the set building,
The play is
gave us a backstage tour.
based around three houses. Okay, it's a comic farce. Funny thing happened on the way to the Forum. So basically, the three houses, people go in and out and around. So they come up through here, and then there's lots of back and forth, running around. A lot of silly running around, chase scenes, and that kind of stuff.
This is quite a creation here.
Well, it's still growing. We're still working.
Jim Raposa is Burr and Burton's longtime theater director of plays and musicals that have been staged at the Riley Center for the Performing Arts. He explained the narrative of the play and the role the set plays.
Okay, let's take it again from that same spot. When Hysterium is downstage. And Senate. Yes, honey.
Do they do that?
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Yeah.
So the story is about Hero. It's about Philia, Pseudolus, Hysterium, and three different families that live on a street in Rome. And the house of Marcus Licus is the house of talent. And the center house is the house of Senex, where we meet Hero and his mother and father. And then the other house is the house of Erroneus, who is an older man who went in search of his children as they were stolen by pirates. And this really is a comedy of errors. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Mistaken identity. There is the old door chase that happens that has been used for years in farce. And it really is a fun, lighthearted story that when we were talking about this and we had conversations with the kids, they were concerned at first of the material. I mean, we talked about courtesans and slavery and all of this. And through our discussions and through research, we found that a large population of Rome were indeed slaves, and a large population of actors were indeed slaves. And it was not uncommon in the Roman times for a slave to gain their freedom. And so what we decided to do was embrace that as a way to learn about what life was like, how much it has or hasn't changed. And what we really discovered was that this was a story about true love and innocent love, and about a young man gaining his freedom and what it will be like when he is able to be a free Roman. Well, as always, we have the incredible Paul Molinelli is designing this set, and Paul and I spent quite a bit of time talking about the style that we wanted to go with it. We had at one point talked about it being ancient ruins and having it come to life. We went through a few processes to try to come up with the best usage of our stage space and how to get those levels. We've extended the stage out as far as it can go. We have maximized the amount of square footage that we can use. We do have 22 people in the cast, so when they are on stage all at once, it's a little tight, but it adds to the excitement of it. And Paul took on more of an abstract feel to it, so that nothing was absolutely perfect or it was a true representation. He wanted it to be more open to interpretation from the audience.
So the job of the set, I mean, is it supposed to just sort of convey a background kind of thing for the audience to kind of, observe the players and the actors against, or is there a larger role for it that, is sort of almost subconscious?
Well, any sort of design element in a show, the designers go through the process that the actors and the director go through, which is they do the research and they find out how they can take this set or the music or the lighting or the costumes or the props and have them tell a story unto themselves. So the strength of a good production is that all of those work in concert together and support the storytelling of the show. Could this show and any show be done in front of a black curtain in clothing that does not have any ornamentation on it, or would be? Yes, it could be. And that really depends upon the strength of the storytellers. What we like to do with our sets and our lighting and our music and our costumes is we like to try to transport an audience to a different place.
Rehearsals are now underway with the set fully ready to go. Again, showtimes are 6:30 p.m. from March 14th to 18th. Visit bbatickets.com to obtain tickets to a show that looks like it will leave you laughing. For the GNAT-TV News Project, I'm Andrew McKeever.